Right now at 10, disabled voters are calling out election officials. Some say they're getting the wrong information about their absentee ballots. And a Wisconsin representative is introducing a bill in Congress that aims to help veterans transition better into the workforce. Plus, what's going to happen to TikTok? A marketing expert weighs in on the one possible future of one of the most popular social media platforms.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for a special late edition of News 8 Now. I'm Dua Estrar. Voters with disabilities are having their absentee ballots rejected, and they say it's because election leaders being misinformed. Roughly a dozen different communities around the state say local election leaders are incorrectly telling people what they cannot have another person return their ballot for them. This contradicts federal law, which states that under the Americans with Disabilities Act, voters are entitled to ask for assistance when completing and delivering their absentee ballot.
That person with a disability can ask anybody to assist them, and they can ask anybody to assist them with returning their ballot, as long as that person is not an employer, an agent of the employer, or like a union rep.
New laws that make voting difficult for those with disabilities have increased over the last 2 years. Dankmeyer encourages people to visit myvote.wi.gov so that you can be an educated voter. Governor Tony Evers' proposed spending on state building projects was shot down by Republicans. This was expected from the Republicans on the State Building Commission as they voted against Evers' proposals in his last two budgets. The Joint Finance Committee in the state legislature will make the final call. State agencies will share testimonies that committee on Tuesday about Evers' budget. The legislature is expected to pass their own plan for the state budget sometime in June, then send it over to Evers' desk for the final changes. Wisconsin Congressman Derek Van Orden introduced two Veterans Affairs bills in Congress. The Employ Vets Act aims to improve a veteran's transition to civilian life after they leave the military. The representative for Wisconsin's 3rd Congressional District served as a Navy SEAL. Van Orden says he knows firsthand how difficult it can be for veterans to adjust to life after the military. That's why he says it's up to the Department of Defense to provide better resources.
It is part of their responsibility to make sure, to the best of their ability, that those people become productive members of society.
The second bill is the Protect Military Dependents Act. Under current law, the GI Bill provides educational assistance to service members, veterans, and their dependents. If a service member is no longer eligible, the veteran and their families must return their educational assistance. If passed, the Protect Military Dependents Act would allow military families to keep their benefits. If the bills make it through the committees, they will be introduced in the Senate.
Hey, good Friday evening to you. Not a bad end of the work week today with plenty of sunshine and temperatures actually a little bit above average in many spots, including at 53 degrees out at the La Crosse Airport. Our average high about 49, so a little bit above that. A little cooler to the north, still melting some snow up there, 45 in Eau Claire, 50 though in Winona, 51 in Black River Falls and Sparta, and a 52 in Boscobel. Skies are partly cloudy, some clouds starting to roll in from the south and west. Nice little shot of the setting crescent moon in the western sky there. Skies are clear north of Interstate 90, but again, you can see those clouds creeping in from the south. That's associated with a storm system that's going to track by to our south and east. Thankfully, if you're not a snow fan, because this thing could drop several inches of snow over far southeastern parts of Wisconsin late tonight and into tomorrow morning. Current temperatures 34 in Eau Claire and Winona, 33 in Black River Falls, 42 here in La Crosse still. We're actually one of the warmer spots by far across the tri-state. Clouds increase overnight, seasonably chilly, lows around 30 degrees. Maybe some flurries in our far southeastern communities late tonight into tomorrow morning. Most of us stay dry. 47 tomorrow, mostly cloudy, then a mix of sun and clouds on Sunday. Highs around 46 degrees, so a little short of average, which is about 50 degrees this time of year. We'll look at some beautiful shots of last night's Northern Lights, and I'll have the rest of my 8-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, looking forward to it. Star Myers, the Jackson County woman accused of shooting and killing her partner, appeared in court today. According to a criminal complaint, Myers killed what appears to be her husband, and her son and others helped burn the remains. Myers is currently in prison serving a sentence for a previous conviction. The judge still set a $1 million cash bond. The judge also set a $25,000 cash bond for Gerardo Trevino, one of the other people charged in connection to the homicide. The incident happened in the small town of Shamrock on the southern edge of Jackson County. The county sheriff says the entire case can show what's happening in these smaller communities.
The criminal activity that deals with drugs and drug deliveries, drug possessions, all the way to addictive behaviors. Those are things that our community is faced with.
Sheriff Waldera also pointed out the other charges against people connected to the case, including possession of stolen property and guns.
Those things are closely associated with some of the criminal thinking and activities that these groups, it's a large group of people that are involved, get involved in and try to do what they feel is best for them, but all again, it's crimes in our community.
If convicted, Myers faces life in prison. A series of attacks on American forces in Syria is increasing tension in the region, but it could also raise tensions between the U.S. and Iran. Nicole Skenga has the details.
During his state visit to Canada Friday, President Biden vowed the U.S. would respond following a deadly attack by a suspected Iranian-made drone in Syria.
Last night, U.S. military forces carried out a series of airstrikes in Syria, targeting those responsible for attacking our personnel. The United States does not emphasize seek conflict with Iran, but be prepared for us to act forcefully, protect our people.
The Pentagon says the president ordered 2 F-15 airstrikes on terrorist groups in Syria. Video shows the aftermath, which hit 2 different facilities.
The facilities were located near Deir ez-Zor in eastern Syria, and we're continuing to assess the outcome of the strikes. Initial indications are that the facilities were destroyed.
The move was in retaliation for a drone strike Thursday that killed a U.S. contractor and wounded 5 American service members. CBS News has learned the air defense system at the base was not fully operational at the time of the drone strike.
U.S. Central Command will conduct a review to assess what happened.
A second attack Friday involved lots of rockets, but no American casualties.
We're going to continue to keep up our efforts to counter terrorist threats in the region in partnerships with Canada and other members of the coalition to defeat ISIS.
American officials say the Syrian groups that carried out the initial attack are affiliated with Iran's Revolutionary Guard. Nicole Skenga, CBS News, the White House.
On Friday, a U.S. official said there have been 3 attacks on American bases in Syria since the first airstrike. An American service member was wounded in one of the additional attacks. The president of Xcel Energy said today that they will power down the Monticello nuclear plant after more radioactive water leaks out. Xcel President Chris Clark said they will shut down so crews can begin making repairs. This comes after radioactive water leaked out beneath the facility in November of last year. The plant's monitoring equipment detected that more radioactive water Wednesday, since crews made temporary repairs and that the contaminated water had reached the groundwater.
That actually constitutes a new leak under the Minnesota state rules. So we properly notified the state and NRC as appropriate.
The company insists the leak poses no risk to neighbors or the environment, and the shutdown isn't expected to impact electric services. Still ahead, there's a lot of talk this week about the future of TikTok. Many users are worried about losing access to the social media app forever, but one expert says it may not be that drastic.
I'm an order selector, so I build the pallets that get loaded on the trucks.
It's a fast-paced job. When I first started, I was a bit nervous about the pallet jack, but their training was amazing.
The pay is awesome. I sometimes make anywhere from $29 to $32 an hour.
Performance Food Service is an amazing company.
They take care of their employees for sure, and they have really good benefits.
I definitely see myself here for a long time.
I like it. It's a good job.
Come work with us, you won't be disappointed.
Discover what's possible at Performance Food Service.
There are many perks to opening a new smart checking account at Royal Credit Union, including no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and a $250 bonus. Getting your $250 is easy. Open your account online or at any Royal office. Receive 2 payroll direct deposits, and you'll get $250 in your savings account. See offer details and exclusions and open your account today at rcu.org/2023 checking bonus. Insured by NCUA.
On abortion rights, do you want extremist Dan Kelly holding the gavel? Kelly wants abortion banned even in cases of rape, incest, and the health of the mother. He'll uphold the 1849 criminal abortion law that allows doctors and nurses to be jailed for performing abortions. And he'll strip women of their freedom to make their own decision on abortion. So don't give Dan Kelly a gavel with your vote. He's just too extreme.
The CEO of TikTok defended the social media platform for more than 5 hours at an appearance on Capitol Hill this week. With the future of the app being questioned, what does this mean for those who find themselves constantly scrolling through its videos? Reporter Catherine Merrick spoke to some Wisconsin experts about what restrictions could mean.
Some of the country's lawmakers think time has run out for one of the most downloaded apps.
Your technology is literally leading to death.
And our kids are at risk on your platform.
This Madison College professor says TikTok is part of what he teaches students. Lately, he's been hearing their concerns about the app's future due to security questions.
Students hear the word ban and they think that they're going to lose access to their favorite social media app, TikTok. It's not.
Steve Knowles says he thinks the data from TikTok isn't that much different from information you likely give other social media apps.
The average person really should not be worrying about this, other than the fact they should understand that social media apps are looking at your consumer behavior with the intent of giving more targeted advertisements.
While these nationwide conversations about a ban might sound concerning for this app, he says it's not very likely that this app is going away for everybody anytime soon.
The amount of viewership of the app that potentially could drop from, more restrictions, not bans, restrictions, is going to be so minimal that I don't even think it'll be noticeable.
These conversations are going to continue at the national and local level. In the time being, it's important to know what comes from downloading these apps and what you give TikTok when having it on your phone.
I'm willing to, take that risk so I can watch the funny little TikTok videos. So, but again, I'm not dealing with nuclear military secrets.
We've already seen some of this play out in our state. Governor Tony Evers signed an executive order banning TikTok and several other technologies from Wisconsin state devices back in January. Well, still ahead, it's almost home improvement season. This weekend, the 44th annual Home Show is filling up the Onalaska Omni Center with more than 100 vendors to help homeowners tackle renovations.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Bill Grawl. If you missed the beautiful display of northern lights across the area last night, never fear. I'll have some photos for you, along with my 8-day forecast after the break.
Come to Slumberland and get 20% off our beautiful new furniture and decor during our Spring Spruce Up event. Plus extra discounts on recliners, patios, Sealy mattresses, and sectionals. Get an extra 20% off right now at Slumberland Furniture.
Keep your home looking clean and beautiful with 11% off everything at Menards. DuraClean is an interior paint and primer in one that's washable, scrubbable, and stain resistant. A gallon is just $21.97 after rebate. Finish your renovations with premium fast interior wood stain. Varathane has a proven formula that's sure to amaze and is ideal for all interior wood projects, from floors to furniture. Get a 1-quart can for $10.99 after 11% rebate at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is here and ready to help. Anyone in Wisconsin can call, text, or chat to get connected to a trained 988 counselor. Trained counselors are here to support anyone experiencing a suicidal, mental health, or substance use crisis. You can also contact 988 if you're concerned about someone. 988 is confidential and free to all Wisconsin residents. 988 24/7. Call, text, chat. Here to support you.
I don't like Dan Kelly.
I think he's corrupt.
First of all, he recused himself from the Zignego case because of ethical concerns.
Then he took $20,000 from Zignego and his family.
After he got the money, he unrecused himself so he could judge the case.
That's not something a judge with any ethics would do.
That's textbook corruption. It's all in the public record, too.
Dan Kelly is too corrupt.
He's too extreme.
And he doesn't care about us.
This time of year has many different names. We call it Showtime. It's when there's work to be done and fun to be had. Plus, it's time for spring bonus offers at your Northland Ford dealers, where you can save big on a Ford SUV to make it all happen. Start the season off right with 0% financing for 36 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on select Ford SUVs. It's showtime. Now for a limited time only, get 0% financing for 36 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on select Ford SUVs. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Sleeping in pain or too hot? Come to Slumberland and get 20% off mattresses. Find your perfect mattress with our easy rating system and save big. Get a Sealy Queen mattress for just $4.99. Only at Slumberland.
Visit the Early Bird Home Show, going on now at the Ford Store Home Improvements. Lowest prices of the year on your 2023 project. Windows, bathrooms, and more.
From home improvement weekend warriors to those looking for contractors to do the job, this weekend's home show has every resource you need. The 44th annual home show is going on this weekend at the Omni Center in Onalaska. The show, organized by the La Crosse Builders Association, offers unique events each day. Visitors can get prizes worth up to $600. There are over 100 vendors to see, and the $7 admission gets you 2 complimentary drink tickets as well. One member says the weather makes this the perfect weekend to stop by the show.
It's supposed to be a beautiful weekend. Everybody's going to start getting that itch to want to do things around the house, and what better time than to kick it off with the home show, and hopefully spring's here to stay.
This is La Crosse's only home show, and the event has grown to fill both the arenas at the Omni Center. Saturday kicks off with a pancake breakfast hosted by the Onalaska Hilltopper Rotary Club. Tickets for that are $8, and all proceeds go towards the Onalaska High School Student Scholarship Fund. Sunday is Family Day with therapy dogs, ice cream, and more. Visit our website for more details. The Wisconsin Realtors Association has released its February 2023 real estate report. The report shows that this winter was a particularly rough period for the housing market. Sales fell over 30%. According to the WRA, the last time sales were that low was in 2012, following the Great Recession. Low inventories have affected home sales, but buyer interest is still high. The La Crosse Area Realtors Association president says that it is best to act now if you want to buy a new home.
Be ready and be prepared. There's still scenarios where there's multiple offers. So until inventory starts to loosen up a little bit, that's going to be the state of the market.
According to the WRA, most of the people buying homes are first-time buyers in the Millennial and Gen Z generations. And let's take a quick break and head over to weather. Bill, is it really home improvement weather?
Well, perhaps. It kind of depends on how tough you are, I guess, in terms of dealing with those temperatures. But hey, at least we hit 50+ degrees 3 times this week, so at least we're trying to turn the corner, but boy, it's been a slow process to warm up so far this season. All right, again, beautiful display of the northern lights. Last night we had a significant G-force storm. Those are pretty rare, and that's why the display was so vivid and so widespread and so far south than it normally would be. And a lot of you have been asking me, are we going to see this tonight? Probably not. Again, a display like this was quite rare. The other problem we have outside right now, some clouds starting to roll in from the south and west. But boy, look at these images from last night. This is in Greens Coulee up in Onalaska. I'm going to step out of the way because these are much too nice to cover up in any former fashion. That's up in Onalaska. Thanks to Derek for that shot. This was just north of Lone Rock. Thanks to Jessica, some beautiful colors there. And again, you can mainly see the greens and yellows with the naked eye. For those more vivid colors on the top there, probably have to look through a camera or take a photo, and then you really get the full effects of the Aurora Borealis. And this was out at Lake Neshonoc in West Salem. Thanks to Jeff for that beautiful shot. And check this one out. Somebody enjoying the view between Arcadia and Centerville last night. Thanks to Michael for that gorgeous shot. Again, probably the strongest storm, by the way, G4 storm that we've seen since September of 2017. So we're talking about 5.5 years ago. Well, no northern lights tonight, but I've got some sets for you. First of all, the sunset, and then following that, we had Venus and the crescent moon. So those were vivid in the western sky, and those continue to set. Venus just about to set, and the crescent moon will set shortly thereafter. 53 was the high today, 20 the low. Averages are 49 and 29, and no rain or snow today. 42 out at the airport, 43 downtown at the station. The Mississippi holding steady, 5.86 feet. 34 for you folks in Eau Claire, and the Chippewa rising a bit, 761.2. Temperatures all over the place. We've got some 20s, 30s, still 42 in La Crosse, so quite a bit warmer than everyone surrounding. In fact, a lot of low to mid 30s with an easterly breeze at 5 to 10. Again, some clouds starting to creep up from the south. That's with a storm system that's going to track by to our south and east, and it's a good thing if you're not a precip fan, especially snow for southeastern Wisconsin. In fact, they could see 4 to 8, maybe 10 inches in the winter storm warned areas from Milwaukee down into northern parts of Illinois, 1 to 4 inches, maybe 5 inches in Madison and down towards Janesville. But again, that will stay to our south and east. But keep that in mind if you have travel plans late tonight or tomorrow morning. From La Crosse and down into southeastern Wisconsin, you will have to deal with some snow, maybe some wintry driving conditions tomorrow morning. Lunchtime, it starts to move out. Again, we were going to stay dry around here with just more clouds and sun. Sunday's looking dry as well, as this little disturbance kind of fizzles to our south, and kind of a mix of sun and clouds for our Sunday. So for tonight, clouds increase, maybe some flurries far southeast late tonight, tomorrow morning, 30 for the low. 47 tomorrow, then 46 on Sunday. Perhaps a few sprinkles or flurries on Monday. Then it gets a little unsettled. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, some periodic chances for some rain or snow showers. And temperatures staying a little short of average. Highs mainly in the 40s. Overnight lows most nights in the 20s.
Looking forward to when we break into those 50s again.
I'd be okay with 60 degrees too, but no sight in
getting
no
ahead
60s
of yourself.
in sight quite yet.
Getting ahead of yourself. All right, well, coming up in sports, another local high school standout has decided to enter the transfer portal. Plus, the Spring Grove boys basketball team is just 2 wins away from a state championship. Lions were in action earlier today in the state semifinals. Rob has the highlights next in sports.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Your health care should be unique to you. At Mayo Clinic Health System, they get to know your story and customize a treatment plan that fits your needs.
During Markdown Madness at Dahl Auto, choose from over 700 vehicles at 6 Dahl dealerships. Then make no payments until June. Plus, sell or trade your old car to get an extra $500 over book value. This month only at Dahl Auto.
To everyone who believes in tradition, come enjoy a few of ours from Wisconsin.
People in Wisconsin love a good fish fry.
Really love. And we love sharing it with guests everywhere.
At Culver's, we still batter our North Atlantic cod by hand to order.
And we cook it to a crispy, golden perfection just for you.
For you.
For you.
So it's crispy outside, flaky inside. Let us take care of you.
With some homegrown traditions we were raised on.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Celebrate and save at Blaine's Farm and Fleet of La Crosse during our grand reopening event going on now. Join us for 3 days of giveaways, vendor demos, special guest appearances, and more. Plus, shop huge store-wide savings, like $55 off these special buy men's Timberland Pro boots. Bonus bags of KT Wild Bird food, just $11.99. And select dog chews are buy one, get one free. It's time to celebrate and save at Blaine's Farm and Fleet of La Crosse during our grand reopening event going on now.
Selling your car yourself can take weeks. Selling to an online reseller takes days. Selling your car to Dahl Auto takes 30 minutes. And you'll get an extra $500 over book value. Dahl Auto. Simple.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page or find us at news8000.com. News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Health System. Here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
There are just 2 more mountains to climb for the Spring Grove Lions. The boys basketball team got a thrilling win in the state quarterfinals on Wednesday, and now it's on to the semifinals. 2 more wins and a state title comes back home to Spring Grove. Let's go to the Target Center. Lions looking to punch their ticket to the state final on Saturday, but first they'd have to get through New Life Academy in the state semis. First half, Caleb Griffin going to work for Spring Grove. That 3-ball puts the Lions up 9-6, and Griffin was just getting started later in the half. It's the senior swooping to the hole for 2 more. Lions would go up by 7, but here comes New Life. Austin Wolf straight to the cup. Eagles and Lions tied at 18 at the break, but New Life pulls away in the second half. Colton Hendricks down low. He's going to put it in. A phenomenal year for Spring Grove, but the Lions season comes to an end in the state semifinal, 51-35. College hoops now. Former Aquinas standout Lexi Donarski is transferring from Iowa State after 3 seasons with the Cyclones. The 6-foot guard was a McDonald's All-American, a 5-star high school player, and the highest-rated recruit to sign with Iowa State at the time. Donarski lived up to the hype, earned a starting spot right away, averaging 13 points as a freshman. She followed that up with an even better sophomore season by averaging over 14 points a contest and helping lead Iowa State to the Sweet 16. Donarski also got it done on the defensive side of the ball, earning Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year honors following her sophomore year. Spring sports, here we come. The Cashton softball team getting a big win tonight. The Eagles all over North Crawford in this one, 25-2. Big congrats to Cashton head coach Clint Kramer on his 200th victory. And the action continues this weekend on the Diamond. A busy Saturday for the UWL baseball team. The Eagles are finally home. They'll open up conference play tomorrow in a doubleheader against rival UW Stout at Copeland Park. Game 1 is scheduled to start at noon. The Viterbo baseball team will also be on its home field tomorrow. The V-Hawks will be in action for 2 as well as they welcome in Dickinson State. First pitch for Game 1 is scheduled for 1 p.m. Just a few yards away, the Viterbo softball team will hit the field on Saturday looking for its 3rd straight win. V-Hawks also hosting a doubleheader. They'll take on Bellevue. First pitch is at 2 p.m. Big weekend for gymnastics. Winona State will be hosting the 2023 NCGA National Championships on Saturday. 6 teams participating this weekend, including UWL, UW Stout, and UW Oshkosh. Ithaca College, SUNY Brockport, and Springfield College will round out the 6 squads. The event will take place in the McCown Gymnasium at 2 o'clock. The squads will compete in bars, floor, vault, and beam on Saturday in a 6-team rotational format. The event marks the first time that Winona State has hosted the NCGA National Championship. WSU last hosted the WIAC Regional Championships back in 2017. Coming into tonight, there are just 10 games left on the Bucks' regular season schedule. They're sitting 2 games in front of Boston for the top spot in the East. And of course, Giannis is trying to prove his case as the league MVP. Game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Bucks in Utah taking on the Jazz. First quarter, and it's Grayson Allen with the hot hand, letting it fly from 3. He connects. He'd have the team's first 8 points of the night. Second quarter, this time it's Drew Holiday pulling up for 3. Nothing but net. Bucks go up 13. First half winding down. Now Giannis from beyond the arc. Why not let it fly? He buries it. Milwaukee goes up by 20. Second half now, check out the defense from Brook Lopez, his 6th block of the night. Then in transition, it's Giannis going the other way. Nobody wants to step in front. He takes it to the hoop for the score. Bucks cruise in this one. They get the win, 144-116. That's going to do it for sports. We'll be right back.
Morning. Hardee's 2 for $5 mix and match breakfast starts your day with made from scratch sausage and egg biscuits, biscuit and gravy, or sweet cinnamon roll. Pick any 2, just $5. My rewards members get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
This time of year has many different names. We call it Showtime. It's when there's work to be done and fun to be had. Plus, it's time for spring bonus offers at your Northland Ford dealers, where you can save big on a Ford truck to make it all happen. Start the season off right with 0.9% financing for 60 months, plus $3,500 in total savings on Ford F-150 XLT. It's showtime. Now for a limited time only, get 0.9% financing for 60 months, plus $3,500 in total savings on Ford F-150 XLT. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living, and through no fault of their own, they're being left behind? If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy and water providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Hey, Dad, look.
Us.
This is the magma chamber.
This isn't us, is it? When did we get so connected to our devices and so disconnected from each other?
She's not answering.
What? And when our phones have turned us into this, LT, what do you do when you're a company that sells them? We gotta fix this. It's time to find what we're missing. Join us in taking a break from our devices. Take the phones down for 5 challenge for 5 days, 5 hours, or even just 5 minutes. Feels good. And let's find us again. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Sheriffs like us from around the state are supporting Daniel Kelly for Wisconsin Supreme Court. Justice Kelly's opponent, Janet Protasewicz, is a Milwaukee County judge with a long history of letting dangerous criminals back into our streets.
Directly undermining the work of our officers and putting your family at risk. We can't afford to have judges who put their own agendas above the law. It's time we start prioritizing justice again, not politics.
Vote Daniel Kelly for Wisconsin Supreme Court.
It's the Hardee's Star Deal Combo. Get a Hardee's Charbroiled Double Cheeseburger, crispy 3-piece hand-breaded chicken tenders, or original hot ham and cheese with a small fry and drink for just $5.99. My Rewards members get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Horse Sense is asking for your help. The Horse Sense Scholarship Program is looking to raise over $7,000 to assist their special needs riders. The program ensures that all riders of all abilities are able to participate and get much needed support. According to Executive Director Samantha Hall, the lessons are specialized for each rider.
Whether it's, young kiddo with cerebral palsy, their goals will look very different than, a veteran in their mid-60s who's struggling with PTSD, for example. So we kind of tailor lessons to meet those goals of those individuals.
If you are interested in donating to Horse Sense, you can donate online. We will post the link on our website, news8000.com, and we'll be right back.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page or find us at news8000.com.
Taco John's crispy fried chicken taco is as good as it gets. But if creamy hatch chili-filled queso makes everything better, is this taco too good? You be the judge.
Try 2 new queso fried chicken tacos for $6 at Taco John's.
At Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, we're bringing out all the latest styles for patio and outdoor furniture. From dining sets to sectionals and even fire tables, they're all on sale. We've got all of our favorites in stock. That means no waiting. Plus, for a limited time, you'll receive free delivery on your outdoor furniture. Shop the best quality brands from Homecrest and Brizesta, furniture that's designed to last in any weather. Sale prices and free delivery happening now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Voted your favorite furniture store.
The new 2023 GMC Sierra AT4X is equipped to conquer the great outdoors. Or the great indoors. Welcome to the peak of premium off-roading. Or get 2.9% APR for 5 years and no monthly payments for 90 days on turbo high-output engine Sierra light-duty elevation models.
There were severe health complications with my baby when I was pregnant. We made the decision to have an abortion so our daughter wouldn't suffer. Dan Kelly doesn't believe that women should even have that freedom. On the Supreme Court, Dan Kelly will uphold the criminal ban on abortion. Someone you love might struggle with a pregnancy like I did. And that's why we can't have an extremist like Dan Kelly on the Supreme Court.
What? What's that? Corned beef? Ooh, melty stuff.
Sauerkraut plus Thousand Island on special bread? Oh, got it. That's Arby's Reuben. Arby's, we have the meats.
Keep your vehicle clean at ShipShape Car Wash in Onalaska. Unlimited car wash is only $19.99 per month. Your choice of soft touch or touchless automatic, just $19.99 per month. And we do dualies. ShipShape Car Wash next to Festival Foods in Onalaska.
Shake up how you wake up with a bolder breakfast at Taco John's. Hit snooze on the same old and bite into crispy potato olays, bacon, and nacho cheese. It's always a good day for nacho cheese.
Get 2 meat and potato breakfast burritos for just $6, only at Taco John's.
Clouds increase tonight, lows in the Cross near 30 degrees. 40s this weekend, maybe some flurries far south and east late tonight into tomorrow morning. And use caution if you're traveling into southeastern Wisconsin tomorrow morning. Madison's going to see some snow. Milwaukee and Point South are going to see several inches of snow. And we're going to be in the 40s for highs right through next week.
You would think we would get over the snow by this point.
Still March, still March.
All right. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. We'll be back tomorrow.